All right. Hello, everyone. This is Kevin Crouch with South Metro Weather, and I wanted to bring a live look at the situation as it's developing now. We don't have any severe storms for our area at the moment, but we will later this evening, and I know that there's probably going to be a lot of questions, so I wanted to take the chance just to show you what's happening currently. There's nothing here presently at this time. I want to make sure that I set up what I'm going to be working on here in the next few moments here. So there's nothing happening right now. And you can see off to our northwest, though, a severe thunderstorm warning that will be going into Tarrant County. This is really the only major storm in North Texas right now. And pretty good hook on that. That looks to be rotating as well. So a pretty good chance that this storm could end up being tornado warned as it moves west. Or east, rather. For right now, it does not look to be moving towards Ellis County. Let me, and it's obviously going to stay north of Johnson County. I don't think it moves south enough to affect Ellis County. But further to the west, we are watching this development around Stephenville, down towards Comanche there. And let me pan a little further west. This is where the dry line is located. So this is kind of where we're looking to see if we can get some development. There's still a cap in place, at least for the moment. But as we get more lift, as we get warmer temperatures, get further into the afternoon, it's 3:31 right now. So 4 o'clock is usually peak heating. So this cap, this warm layer of air, in fact, that's a new sweep. Looks like that storm just north of Stephenville might start to pick up some steam. So as these storms continue to intensify, we could see a severe weather threat for our area as these storms do that. So one of the things I want to look at just ever so briefly is I want to take a look at the satellite across the area, because one thing that's going to kind of help determine this is once we start getting thinner cloud cover. Now, you can see the brighter white is those heavier clouds, but off to the west, it does thin out quite a bit. That allows more heating to move in. So as the darker clouds, these thinner clouds are moving into our area, it's going to allow more heating, more lift, and that will lead to possibly stronger storms. So let's get back to the radar just briefly, and then I'll go into more detail in just a moment of what we're looking at. But again, these couple of severe thunderstorms are the only thing in North Texas that is affecting, is at severe limits, let me say that. And further south than that, though, these are the little blips on the radar I'm going to be watching to see if those will move eastward and affect our part of the area, especially Johnson and Ellis counties here. I think it would have to be further south in order to affect Hill and Navarro counties going forward. So I want to make sure that we talk a little bit more about kind of the stage that's been set. Here is the tornado watch that goes until 8 p.m. That includes Ellis, Johnson, and Hill counties. Navarro County is not included in that watch. I do expect Navarro County to be under some sort of severe threat later tonight. So we may see a downstream watch that will affect Navarro County later tonight. I imagine that will probably be issued closer to when this one ends. So 6, 7 o'clock-ish, I think. But for right now, the watch only includes these 3 counties. And as we go forward here, let me get everything kind of cooperating with me here. This is what we've seen all day. This has not changed yet. We are still under this enhanced risk of severe weather for mostly Johnson, Ellis, and northern Navarro County, far northern Hill County there. But really all of our area should consider us under a enhanced risk for severe weather. And I mean, we're looking at the possibility of large hail, damaging winds, and a few tornadoes possible in this area. So I don't know that this will change tonight. Of course, as storms move eastward, they will start to peel some of this back. But I don't know that they will change this map before the storms arrive tonight. Let's talk about timing a little bit. We're looking at 5 o'clock across our area. Probably looking at more development, more storms across the area. And this is really kind of behind. I mean, we're talking 3:30 right now. The storm is already starting to move towards Fort Worth. So this model may be an hour or two behind the times here. As we go to 7 o'clock per this model, which again, could be closer to 6 o'clock, you see more development here, and you see that it's mostly moved into our area. Let me just remind you, this is not an exact science. This is not saying there will be these storms at this time in this location. This is an estimation in the weather model based on the information that it has available. So 6, 7 o'clock, I would expect more activity to be affecting our area. And then as we get to 9 o'clock, probably mostly south of us, still probably affecting Navarro County at that point. The way these things move, Navarro County is always kind of on the back end of any of the systems that move through. So 8, 9 o'clock, probably mostly affecting Navarro County at that point. And then, hey, by 11 o'clock, well, it looks like it's stuck on that image, but by 11 o'clock, it's all down here. Okay, it's all moved east of us. So I think for the most part, we will be able to see this thing out by 10, 11 o'clock tonight, which will be nice that it won't be too late a night for us. Here's the risk analysis that I've put together. We do have that enhanced risk. I think most of us will see an enhanced risk across our area. Low chance of tornadoes, but not zero. We do have that tornado watch. It's not a significant tornado event, but I do think we will see at least 1, 2, maybe 3 tornado warnings across all of North Texas. Okay, this is not specifically just for our area, but I do think we could see some rotating storms out of this. Damaging wind threat will come later tonight when we have that solid line come through, that straight line wind threat moving in with the squall line. Large hail possible, especially with the earlier storms, kind of like the one we saw on the radar just a moment ago. I think that will be a very real possibility earlier, and with the later storms as well, will still be possible. But for the most part, I think that we can pretty well say that the biggest threat, I think, for most of us will be that solid squall line coming in later tonight. So let's take another look at radar. And again, I'm watching these cells over in the Stephenville area. So those will continue to move to the east. Could pick up steam. Again, there's this one north of Stephenville that looks like it could be picking up steam as we speak. And then this storm to the west of Fort Worth, my goodness, you can see the hook on that. You can see the lightning strikes with that as well. Probably hailstones coming down with that too. So that's really going to be the primary focus for the Dallas market as we go forward. But hey, for our particular area, I didn't mean to zoom in that close. For our particular area, we're pretty much clear at this time. I will be watching for the storms out in the Stephenville area. In fact, let's kind of get a broader look there. All this activity, any one of these could overachieve and become a severe thunderstorm. None yet, but if we put this into motion, you can see that this storm north of Stephenville does begin to kind of pick up steam. Looks like it's kind of taking the energy from the storm just north of it as well. So we will be watching this very closely. This storm to the west of Fort Worth, I do not think will affect parts of our area, but the storms to the west will be worth watching. And then later tonight, we have that solid squall line coming through that I do think will bring a better chance for most of us to get strong to severe storms later tonight. Stay tuned to South Metro Weather. I will bring more updates throughout the evening.